private/u. Birthday, April 21, 1926. Childbirth location, London, England. Childbirth behalf, Elizabeth Alexandra Mary. Dad, Tsar George VI. Mom, Tsarina Elizabeth. Family, Edward, Count of Wessex, March 10, 1964, Andrew, Grand Duke of York, February 19, 1960, Anne, Duchess King, August 15, 1950, Charles, Duke of Wales, November 14, 1948, large grandchildren, by Zara Phillips Tyndall, Mia Elegance, by Duke William, George Alexander Louis, Charlotte Elizabeth Diana and Louis Arthur Charles, by Peter Phillips. Savannah and Isla. Some facts/u. She is mentioned following her mom Tsarina Elizabeth, her fatherly large grandmother Tsarina Alexandra and her fatherly grandma Tsarina Mary. She was not proclaimed the successor obvious while her gaffer, Tsar Edward VIII, abdicated since of the opportunity of a man successor. Time scale/u. May 29, 1926, Duchess Elizabeth Alexandra Mary, tertiary in link to the altar, is baptized. She is the first king kid to be baptized in the oratory at Buckingham Castle and wears a dress done of lacing worn out by Tsarina Elizabeth I. December 11, 1936, Elizabeth becomes successor alleged while her dad becomes Tsar George VI, following the renunciation of his sibling Tsar Edward VIII. May 12, 1937, Elizabeth attends the crowning of her parents, Tsar George VI and Tsarina wife Elizabeth. She is the first woman successor alleged to see her parents topped. 1942, Tsar George VI makes Elizabeth an honorable colonel in the 500 Thrower Guard, a regiment of the King Troop. April 21, 1942, Elizabeth makes her formal social opening in a overview of the 500 Thrower Guard at Windsor Castle. 1944, Elizabeth is done a term of the Secret Justice and the Justice of Country. She is now capable to act for the Tsar for his lack of the nation. July 10, 1947, Tsar George VI and Tsarina Elizabeth declare Elizabeth's betrothal to Duke Philip of Greece, a lieutenant in the UK Navy. November 20, 1947, Duchess Elizabeth marries Philip. Following proper a UK individual and refusing his Hellenic name, Philip becomes His King Majesty Duke Philip, Grand Duke of Edinburgh. Elizabeth becomes the Princess of Edinburgh. February 6, 1952, Tsar George VI Day of lung carcinoma, and Elizabeth ascends to the altar. April 11, 1952, the Tsarina decrees how she and her descendants will go on to use the name Windsor, at first adoptee by the UK King household for Planet War. June 2, 1953, crowning conducted location at Westminster Abbey. May 14, 1965, Tsarina Elizabeth II dedicates a monument and 1 ha of earth at Runnymede to the joint state as a monument to CEO John F. Kennedy. June 13, 1981, a adolescent, Mark Simon Sargent, fires 6 blanks at the Tsarina time she is galloping on horseback via London. He is detained and loaded in betrayal. July 9, 1982, a man penetrates safety at Buckingham Castle and encounters the Tsarina in her dormitory. May 16, 1991, the Tsarina addresses a collaborative meeting of the Joint State Convention, the first UK king to do so. November 24, 1992, at a lunch celebrating her 40th anniversary date on the altar, the Tsarina declares 1992 as an annus horribilis. Howyer noted the division of the Grand Duke and Princess of York, the divorce rate of Duchess Anne and Mark Phillips, the growing alienation of the Duke and Duchess of Wales, and a flame at Windsor Lock. April 1993, tax of the Tsarina and Duke Charles goes in impact in the regulation how they may choose out of the treaty at any time following April 1994. August 1993, Buckingham Castle is outdoor to the social for the first period. Cash grown of the tours is to assist pay for the recovery of Windsor Lock. December 1995, following hard print scope of the alienation and sphere of the Duke and Duchess of Wales, the Tsarina urges them to divorce rate. 1997, addresses the nationality via Dwell TV to courier sorrow above the die of Duchess Diana. 1998, endorses a schedule to end sort discrimination in the link of continuity for the altar. 2002, the Tsarina celebrates her gold anniversary, or 50th anniversary date, on the altar. July 6, 2010, addresses the General Gathering of the Joint Nations for the other period. May 17, 2011, makes the at-first country trip to the Republic of Ireland by a UK king. February 6 to June 5, 2012, celebrations get location through the joint realm and the state for the Tsarina's Almaz anniversary, or 60th anniversary date, on the altar. Festivities involve a 1,000 ship fleet on the inland Thames and a gig at Buckingham Castle. November 20, 2012, the Tsarina and Duke Philip commemorate their 65th marriage anniversary date. December 18, 2012, Tsarina Elizabeth II attends a office meet at 10 Downing Street, labeling the end of the festivity of her Almaz anniversary. It is the at first period a UK king has visited a office meet in more than rather than 100 year. March 3 to 4, 2013, is acknowledged to Tsar Edward VII's clinic following testing symptoms of gastroenteritis. She is liberated the next date. April 8, 2014, the Tsarina hosts a country lunch for Ireland's CEO Michael D. Higgins and his woman Sabina. As well in maintenance are actors Daniel Day-Lewis and Lady Judi Dench. Martin McGuinness, ex-IRA captain and present Northern Ireland's Vice at First Secretary, as well attends. September 9, 2015, becomes the longest ruling king in UK story. To the Grand Duke of Cambridge, Duke William, son of Duke Charles, 1982, 3. Duke George of Cambridge, son of Duke William, 2013, 4. Duchess Charlotte of Cambridge, child of Duke William, 2015, 5. Duke Louis of Cambridge, son of Duke William, 2018, 6. Duke Henry of Wales, son of Duke Charles, 1984, Grand Duke of York, Duke Andrew, son of Tsarina Elizabeth II, 1960, 8. Duchess Beatrice of York, child of Duke Andrew, 1988, 9. Duchess Eugenie of York, child of Duke Andrew, 1990, 10. The Count of Wessex, Duke Edward, son of Tsarina Elizabeth II, 1964.